Hi, my name is Ega and you're watching Talk Talk, my special place to talk about nothing, anything, and everything. Before we begin, just hit the subscribe button so you won't miss all my other videos. In today's episode, the topic I'm gonna talk about is our mask. Okay, during our whole life, we can have a lot of different kind of masks. Okay, so we can have as few as just 5, just 2, or even 100 or even 1,000. We can have different masks depending on every different situations that we have to face, that we are in. Okay, we can have different masks depending on the situations or even the people that we have to face. And sometimes we might even feel that we have to put on a certain mask for dealing with certain situation or a certain someone, and that's why when we are dealing with our families or our close one and then dealing with strangers, we might be someone different because we put on different masks for those situations. Okay, so we can have a lot of different masks depending on a lot of different situations, but that's just our defense mechanism. We just want to protect ourselves, so we put on that mask. But if we are not careful and we are used to putting on those masks, and we are used to putting on a certain mask, then it's easy for us to lose ourselves. It's easy for us to get confused and not know who we really are. It's easy to confuse us about our real self, and that's when we start to lose ourselves. And sometimes when we start to lose ourselves and we are used to putting on a certain mask, then it's like we need to be that mask. So we stop searching for our real self, we stop learning about ourselves, and we instead strive to be that mask. We want to be that mask, and that's when we start trapping ourselves into that mask. We are trapping ourselves to be that certain someone, to be that role, and when we are not able to be that mask, when we are not able to fulfilling that mask role, then we will feel upset because we feel like we are not good enough to be that person, that we are a failure because we cannot fulfill that mask purpose, that we cannot be that mask, we cannot be that person, and that's when the suffering began. And after years of putting on a certain mask, then we portray us to be that mask, and people see us as that mask, and they don't even see the real us because they don't even know what is our real self. They only know us as that mask. And when they start to when they start to believe that we are that mask, then their expectations and their judgment will trap us more. We will feel trapped more because their expectations and their judgment make us feel like we need to be that mask. We have to be that mask to be liked. And when we don't even know who we are, and then we are forced to be that mask, that we feel like we are not that mask. We feel like we are not that person, but we need to be that person to be able to survive, to be able to deal with every situation and the people. Then we will feel tired. So if we are trapped to be that person, to be that mask, then we will feel tired, we will we will feel that that's not us, and no one will understand, no one can understand. And this kind of thoughts just make it worse. You feel like no one understands you, you feel like you don't know yourself, you cannot be yourself, and but you have to be that person, you have to be that mask. And if you want to change after that, it will not be easy because people will judge you, because they might say you changed, or that's not you. And hearing those response, and it won't help you to be who you really are, to be the person that you want to be. But the funny thing is, we can be anything that we want. We can be anyone that we want. And all of those masks, all those different masks that we have in our life, all those masks that we have put on in our life, they are born from our real self. They are born from ourselves. They are a part of us. And when we forget about it and we lose sight of ourselves, okay, that's standard. Okay, so when we are forgetting ourselves and lose sight about ourselves, we forget that that mask is actually a part of us, and that we can be that mask anytime we want, because that's just a part of us. We don't have to be that mask because it's already a part of us, and we can be anything, anything different than that mask. We can be anything but that mask as well, because that's also part of us. We have a lot of part of ourselves to make us a whole person, and that's why when we forget it, then we feel like we are trapped into a certain person, but actually we are not. So if you are feeling trapped right now, just stop caring about other people. Stop caring about their response or judgment when you want to change. And stop thinking that that mask that you put on is not you, because that mask is also a part of you. It's just one part of you, and you can be a bigger person than that mask. So yeah, just remember that, and just grow yourself. Just show who you really are in the end, because no one can limit you, and it's only you that put on the limit and trap yourself into that stereotype, that mask. Okay, so grow and transform yourself. You can be anyone that you want, you can be whoever you want, and stop trapping yourself into a certain person. Stop trapping yourself into a certain mask. Okay, so you can be anyone that you want. And if by the end of the day you still want to be that mask, you want to be that person, then yeah, just it's a learning process. It's you're still growing up, you're still transforming yourself, so it's fine if it takes time. But you just have to remember that you are more than just one mask. You have a lot of different sides of you. So stop trapping yourself and accept that you are more than just one side. And yeah, you can be anyone that you want, even that mask. Okay, so just accept that even your mask is a part of you. So don't hate your mask, but just be careful and enjoy the growing and transforming process. And by the end of the journey, you're just you. Okay, so that's pretty much what I want to talk about in this video. I hope you can embrace all of your masks and also embrace yourself. Okay, so I will talk about more topic next time. You can always leave a comment if you have any suggestion about the topic you want me to talk about. Okay, keep searching and finding the good in life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!